Hi everybody, this is Becca from Watch Becca Plan, and today we are going to go through my reading journal for 2025. This is a Midori MD notebook in the B6 slim size. I got it on Amazon for like $10. I wanted to just try, I didn't want an A5 size because I thought that was too big, but I didn't want anything smaller because that would be too small. So I feel like this was a good middle ground between an A5 and a smaller size. So on the front cover here, I just put a reading journal label that I made in Canva, and start date is January 2025. End date will probably, this is just going to be for 2025 unless I have a bunch of room left. At that point, I can put whenever it ends, but it'll probably be December 2025. I have a sticker here from Amazon, and then I have a sign that I made in Canva. And when you open it up, I have High Lords and Wing Leaders. It's a clip art image I got off Etsy, and I just turned it into a sticker. And then I have my reading tracker card. So I have one of these for, I've printed out, I think 4 per page. And it has a front and a back and enough room for every day. And I just write the date and then what book I'm reading and what page I started on. I write it out first thing in the morning. I put in the day before what page I'm on first thing in the morning when I wake up, what page I ended on before I went to bed last night, and then I put that down here. So today I started Two Twisted Crowns at page 140 because I ended at 140 last night, so I started at 140 this morning. So that kind of keeps track of how many pages I've read for the page tracker in here. This little card holder I got off of, like, I think a homeschool website. It was a PDF printable. On the other side it says something about principals or school or something. So I just turned it inside out and put a sticker here. This is a vellum that I made in Canva. It was just a Canva design that I printed on vellum. This is my fantasy dashboard, and I just printed it out and cut it down to fit in here. This is some stickers I made. I made all of these, and I made all of these except for this one was from Etsy in a clip art pack I bought. Assistant to the Villain, Mead Mishaps series, Quicksilver, and then Blood and Ash. And then this is Blood and Ash, and then this is Blood and Ash and Flesh and Fire, but I'm referencing Flesh and Fire here because these are 2 series I really love. And then I have some PET stickers here. Grid guide, and then starts my daily reading tracker. So if I finish a book, I get a circle. If I just read that day, I get a slash. And then these are my goals for the year for 2025. So I want to continue these series because these all have books coming out in 2025. So I want to continue all these. Genre goals, I want to do straight fantasy, and I want to read some sci-fi. It can be sci-fi romance, but something sci-fi-ish. And then author goals, I want to read something by Brandon Sanderson. Total books read in 2025. This is 5 across and 30 down. It's like 150 books. There's no way I'm going to be able to read that many. But last year I went over my reading goal by quite a bit. So I wanted to have extra room besides just what my goal is. And this is just a tracker in increments of 5. When I finish 5 books, I'll color this in, and then I'll just go up from there. This is my book log. I've already finished 3 books, and I'm working on my 4th. Right now I finished One Dark Window, and I'm working on the sequel to One Dark Window, Two Twisted Crowns. So I'm working on that right now. But this has enough room. It's 30 down, I think. So 60, 120. So even if I go over my 75 goal, I should still have room. This is a freebie bookmark in my freebies folder. And then it marks my January page. So I have the covers. And I made some little stickers. I'm trying stuff out. I don't really care what this looks like. I'm not big on making things perfect. I don't really care. As long as it gets the job done, it's fine by me. So I started out, I made these in Canva, and then I printed out and cut out some little tracker stickers. But these are all the covers for each month. And then this is the number of pages I read a day. So it goes from 0 to 120, I think is what that is. So if I read over 100 or 220 pages, it gets up here. Most days I read about 100 pages-ish, average, even on my slower days, so that's pretty good. And then I have pages for every month after that. I just have them labeled. And then library loans with the title. I have 2 library cards in my local area. The date I placed it, and then the date that it is due back. Library holds. So I put a book on hold, which library, the date I placed it, and the day it popped. Because I only use Libby. I don't go to the library. Like physical books. I only read ebooks and audiobooks. And then this is something cool that I made. I tea stained some paper, some like 24-pound copy paper. I tea stained it, and then I used rice to make land on it and little islands and stuff. And as I read different tropes throughout the year, I'm going to add different things in. So I have like Gothic Grove, One Bed Inn, Fated Mate Ruins, Sunshine Isle, Grumpy Isle, and then Enemies to Lover's Lake. And then like north, south, east, and west. My little compass thing. I'm not good at writing, so I don't know if I'll put a title here, but this is gonna develop throughout the year as I read more tropes. So I think that'll be really fun. And I'm trying to like decorate it as I go and stuff. It's really gonna look cool at the end of the year. Series tracker. So I have all the series I'm currently like in the middle of, and I'm waiting for the next book to come out of, or series that I finished. So I included Flesh and Fire, even though I completed it last year, because it was my last book. Born of Blood and Ash was like the last book I finished in 2024. So I kept it here because I'm still in the middle of that series, because these two go together. So I'm still kind of in the middle of it, so I included it. 2024 is this pink color, 2025 is this tan color. And then as I finish books, I highlight them. So like Saga of the Unfated, the next book comes out, and then I have the date for the next book. And then I have that all the way through all the books I read in 2024, the series that I started, and they weren't finished yet, and they finish in 2025, or they continue in 2025. They're all listed in here. This is a new one. I still have to highlight and get that set up. Holly Renee is a new author that I just found that I really liked. I read Veiled Kingdom and Hunted Air, and I really liked it. So this is another one of her series. So I'm diving into other books by her this year. Onyx Storm comes out in just a few more days. I love Holly Black. I've loved Holly Black since I was a teenager, and I read Tith. I don't know how to pronounce it, but Tith. Tithe. Was one of my favorite books when I was a teenager. And so I got into the Cruel Prince last year, at the beginning of the year, and I really want to read Book of Night, because that's her first like adult book, and I really want to read it. So, and my library has it, I can get it, I can rent it. I just have to find space in my like schedule of books for that. Cosmic Chaos, Kimberly Lemming's new series starts in February, which I'm really excited about. She's the lady who did The Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. So she's got a new series coming out this year I'm really excited about. I really want to read Rise of Cinderfae, and it's on Kindle Unlimited. And then I'm in the middle of the Shepherd King series right now. And then as I get more series, as I find stuff that I want to read, I write it in there. And then after that, I have a standalone TBR. I usually stick with series, or I'll read the first book and then it becomes a series. So I don't often do standalones, but once in a while I will. And so that is for standalones. And then I left a couple extra pages back here in case I filled one of those things up. I would have some room to play with. This is an image that I found on Canva and I just stuck in there. It really reminds me of a memory I have from when I was younger, and I just really like it. It reminds me of that, so I put it in there. And then this next part might have spoilers, so I really, if you don't, I'll try to cover up as much as I can, but you might see spoilers, so because these are my book notes, so just a heads up, you might see some spoilers. I'll take this and put it here. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting the cover of the book, my rating, start date, end date, number of pages, and then how I read it. Did I read an audiobook, an ebook, a physical book? Where did I get it? What library? What Kindle Unlimited? You know, Stuff Your Kindle event, something like that. And then I do the title and the name, and then I just write out notes. And then I do a line for the next book, and then the same thing, cover, ratings, start date, end date, page numbers, and then how I read it. Same thing with this one, and then I just write notes as I go. This is a little nightmare card that I made. If you've read the book, or you're reading the book, you know what this is. I made this in Canva, and I just stuck it out, printed it out, and stuck it in here. And then I have the cover ratings. This is the one I'm in the middle of, so I don't have the rating yet. But I'll continue it on over here if I need to. And then I have a few more pages of that stuff. And then I have the rest of this book. Back here I have some extra covers. Holly Black's book, Black Book of Night. This one for when I finish the book goes in my monthly reading tracker. Rook and Rebel is a series I want to read or start. Kindle Unlimited. And then these are the ratings. I accidentally went too far and the pressure was too deep, so they might fall all over the place. But yeah, so that's my reading journal, and I hope you like it. And if you have any questions, let me know. Bye!